Atlanta United Fan TV, we lose 3-1 on aggregate, but it's a 1-0 win at home. It's a little bit of progress, so we look a little bit better.
I mean, like I said, baby steps. You just gave Monterrey their first loss on the calendar year. So, I mean, it's not the result we wanted. We know that result was going to be really difficult, and they parked the bus. Let's be 100% honest. Rayados played. It completely reminded me of probably how Red Bulls felt in that second round of the playoffs because. We went up there with a 3-0 lead and hoofed the ball along and just took every second we could out of every goal kick and took it, so it was very similar. I mean, the shithousery was absolutely CONCACAF. And, I felt like, to take 45 seconds for every goal kick was a little bit much. But, baby steps, the effort was there. And that's really the main thing that we ask is, like, they didn't look clueless and they looked like they wanted to attack. So. No rant incoming tonight, no negativity. Applaud the guys when they do well. It's a win. You just beat Monterrey. Yeah. That's a scalp that you can put on your wall. You beat a really good team, and you put in the effort, and kudos.
Yeah, I mean, but this does mean, unfortunately, we are out of the Champions League. Yep. But with that, there are some minority, I hope, that did say, it's a good thing that we, are maybe coming out of it because we need to focus on MLS, stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
I mean, we lost to Columbus in the first round of the playoffs in our first year. We made it through in a round. That's great. We drew a really tough opponent. We drew an opponent that could probably play in a final. If it had been Atlanta United and Monterrey in a final, I don't think anybody would have been surprised. So the luck of the draw sometimes doesn't work in your favor, and you get a really tough opponent. Like I said, I can't rant. I can't come on here and be upset about beating Monterrey. I really wish in the first half we would have buried that chance so early. We came out on fire just like we did against Herediano. So, I mean, I was hoping for some magic. I was hoping for some Ajax, brilliance like they did against Real Madrid. But, it is what it is. And it's like I said, it's a scalp on the wall, and it's a win over Monterrey, and you take that as a positive. I'm worried about Sunday. I'm wondering who the hell is going to play because you
fielded another strong 11 where it was now we do have that question. Is it do we sit at Barker? Do we sit at PT? Do we sit at Joseph?
I would sit the internationals excluding Tito. Like, I mean, Joseph took every hit in the book tonight. He literally got popped in the face. He got elbowed. He got hit. So, and he's getting ready to go play some really tough matches against Argentina and the like. So, PT looked like his legs were a little bit gone. I know he's still trying to work himself back into fitness. So, and we have very high expectations. That 50-yard shot that nearly went in, I mean, in another day, if that goes in, it's a completely different ballgame. Again, like I said, we had, but their save in the 5th minute was awesome. All credit to Monterrey. That's a really good team. That's a really, really, really good team. We put in the effort. I know a lot of people expect me to come on here and rant, and I'm just not going to do it tonight because I can't really fault anybody. Julian put in an effort. Miles Robinson. I mean, come on, man. Like, that guy has become a wall at center back. So I see progress. I wish there was more attack. There was still the side-to-side and the backwards play, and there was still a little bit of confusion, but a guy that I think made up for his performance in Mexico was Mikey Ambrose. So, it's...
Playing him on his natural side, it's who would have thunk.
Imagine that, playing guys in position. But, I see the passion like Parker showed to get a yellow card for what he did. That was awesome.
Yep. Russell hyping up the crowd before the match, during free kicks or corners, all that.
And it has to go, I can't do a fan cam without saying, like, CONCACAF, you got to step up, man. Like, the shithousery was on another level. For 29 to play 2 legs, commit a bajillion fouls, and not see a yellow. I mean, like, just come on. Like, Pizarro literally standing over our free kicks, pretending to tie a shoe. I mean, you're up 3-0. You're a really good team. You don't have to do that. So there's that. And then there's the fixture congestion. It's crazy in my mind to play this many, legs this soon. Just for anybody that's in league play, it's a fucking obstacle to overcome. And MLS has got to allow teams to spend, especially if you're in the Champions League. Like, give Champions League teams a 4th DP that can only play in that, or
That'd be interesting, though. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's some complicated rules.
Of course, there's complicated rules, but there's a salary cap impotence or obstacle to being competitive in this. And I know that there's teams that have done well. I know Toronto did well. I know Red Bulls did well. I know Vancouver did well way back in the day. But it's obvious when Monterrey can, like I said, they're too deep at every position. So bully to them for moving on, and we move on to Philly, and like I said, let's hope we can field a strong 11.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a very, very big question, and I guess we'll find out soon. But
absolutely, man, and shout out to everybody watching. We really appreciate it, and we'll keep bringing the heat.